United Nations say Central Africa is a disaster zone. 30 million so-called water refugees are now on the move.
The new Manhattan apartments will reduce the city's dependence on water, but the construction of other units has fallen far behind.
It's been 7 years since the world's population doubled to 14 billion. New York's tent city is all but gone. Central Park is a forest of mega skyscrapers and construction sites. But the lack of water and power means new buildings are taking years longer to complete. We can't build our way out of this crisis. Life is changing on the streets, too. After years of round-the-clock traffic jams, cars are banned from New York City. Commuters are forced to leave their cars behind and take public transit. The last time Manhattan streets were closed to cars was in the days after 9/11. Now, streets are permanently turned over to pedestrians, bicycles, and buses. Power generation has also changed. To help provide electricity for 620 million people, the United States built dozens of nuclear reactors. Now, some are online. But such a massive change creates just 25% more power. To make up the difference, states take advantage of what nature provides for free. Hundreds of square kilometers of the Arizona desert are covered in solar panels. Other countries harness the wind. But it takes 10,000 turbines to supply power for every 10 million households. And there are days when the sun doesn't shine and the wind doesn't blow. Most of this new power goes to cities. In smoggy LA, this apartment building is home to 2,000 people. They use half as much electricity as families who live in houses. In a world of more than 14 billion people, cities are the best solution. But in LA, water continues to be its biggest single problem. Los Angeles has opened a dozen desalination plants. But the energy they need to operate drives up the price of water. The water crisis is being deeply felt in the countryside as well. Farms in the Midwest rely on a vast subterranean lake known as the Ogallala Aquifer. It's the size of California. But now, after just 7 years with twice the population, the pumps that pull the water in from the Ogallala are running dry. American farms aren't alone. Irrigation accounts for nearly 2/3 of the world's water use. Now, major aquifers all over the world are shrinking. Many cities rely on aquifers too. Mexico City now has 36 million people. Crowded and overheated, the population gets its water from a massive aquifer directly beneath the city. and the pipes that pull the water up from the aquifer are leaking. Buildings are crumbling as foundations erode.
Mexico City's largest cathedral collapsed today, ruined as the ground beneath it caved in. As many as 200 people are feared trapped inside.
It's no longer safe to stay. Mexico City begins to empty out. And it's not alone. Countries around the world are becoming impossible to live in. Too polluted, too dry. It sparks a migration unlike any the world has ever seen.